So in the last two videos, I talked about a little bit of my background, interest in spirituality and Zen, Japanese culture, Daisetsu, Suzuki, and some literatures, and get involved in Zen, but also interested in meeting people like Yanavira on the internet to listen to Vipassana. And it turned out Mr. Goenka was visiting Los Angeles where I was, so I attended. I picked up the book called The Art of Living, which was described by Goenka and William Hart, I think, co-writer of the book, describing the course of the Vipassana in there. That was the first time I attended any course like that, although I have gone through Zen training and stuff. But 10 days is a big commitment. But I had enough time and my business was going quite well. So I could allocate my 10 days fairly easily after the visit, maybe 2 months after, in the year 2000, in November to December, I still remember. And I was determined and dedicated. So, in that course, what happened? I've written 20-some pages, perhaps, of the experience I had, because I put everything into it. Because I have done reading and thinking and discussing, but not fully committing like 10 days. And I was 52 years old. So I had the beginner's mind. Nothing in my glass. I had empty glass to accept. And it was exciting every step of the way. You are not allowed to write anything, so I didn't write anything. But after I finished, even after leaving the California Vipassana Center, CBC, going back to LA, there was someone with me, I remember, and as soon as I sat in the car, I started to write down. And as I write, I could explain what happened to the lady I was writing with, so that I can accomplish everything in a way, in one shot, that jotting down the key event, talking about it to this lady who was driving, and she was interested in my experience, because my experience had this 8th day, what I called awakening moment of Bangha, like a Satori, which I didn't know what that was. But I want to talk about it. Maybe I'll do it in the next video. But that's the setting of how I committed. There are two groups, 50 men, 50 women, separated for 10 days, or 9 days actually, 9 days and a half. No talk, no eye contact. Just go into yourself to meditate. 1 hour and a half, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, things like that. 11 hours, 12 hours a day. You go into the hall and sit and come back, rest, eat, go to the hall and sit. And the discussion from Goenka, little bit each case, usually start saying, go back and start again to meditate. And in the evening there was how can I say that, just like a lecture, but with lots of jokes and interesting stories to go with it, but it's connected to what we were supposed to do in meditation, like a breathing and inner visualization, sensation focusing. It's not that complex, it's very simple, but you dedicate so much, so you get exhausted in a way. But in the evening, we have this decompression kind of a time for 1 hour and a half or so. And there's lots of jokes and people laugh. And the character of Goenka was so personable that, and there's no other talk, so it's very engaging to get the most of it, but also decompress what has happened. His talk is related to where we are at the time and kind of massaging to relax, and then we may sit a little bit and go back to our room and sleep and move on to the next video.